Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to my supervisor TS Dr. Nur Hayati binti Kamarudin and my panel Prof. Madya TS Dr. Muhammad Hariri bin Bakri. My name is Wanur AZRIN binti Wan Abdul Aziz. I'm from BTMS. Today I will presenting my PSM entitled The Impact of Warehouse Layout Optimization through ABC Analysis in Melaka. Warehouse management is a key part of a successful supply chain. The way a warehouse is set up has a direct impact on how efficiently goods are received, stored, and shipped. To support this operation, businesses use different inventory strategies like FIFO, where the first item in are the first to be sold, LIFO, where the last items in are sold first, and JIT, just in time, where inventory only arrive when needed to reduce storage and holding costs. ABC analysis is also a method that improves warehouse efficiency by organizing inventory based on how valuable and how frequently items are used. It classifies inventory into three categories. Class A items are the most important. They have high value or high sale volume. Class B items are moderately important, while Class C items are the least critical. By placing Class A items in more accessible area, company can reduce picking items, improve stock control, and make warehouse operation more efficient overall. Many businesses in Melaka are now focusing on improving their warehouse layout. As the industrial sector continue to grow, efficient warehouse organization is become more important, especially Melaka's logistic and manufacturing company. They can get benefit from layout optimization. So this study explore how to use ABC analysis can improve warehouse efficiency and operations in the local context. Several studies that I found support the effectiveness of ABC analysis in improving warehouse performance. For example, Santa Cruz Puente 2023 found that grouping items by picking frequency in Peruvian warehouse reduced picking time by 33%. Ramadani and Andesta 2024 showed that ABC-based zoning helped lower travel distance by over 170,000 meters, making operation more efficient. And in Johor, Sukamaran and Sufahani 2025 reported that applying ABC analysis in Johor-based SME increased annual profit by 4 and 53%. These findings clearly show that ABC analysis can significantly enhance warehouse efficiency and overall performance. Companies in Melaka are struggling with warehouse problems like poor layout, long picking times, and inefficient stock control. This issue leads to higher costs, delay order, and lower productivity. While ABC analysis is known to help with inventory classification and warehouse layout, we don't have much local research showing whether it actually works here in Melaka. So this study aims to explore how many manufacturers are using ABC and whether it's helped to improve their efficiency and cost saving in real warehouse operation. This study is guided by three main research questions. First, what are the key factors that influence warehouse layout optimization through ABC analysis in Melaka? Second, what challenges do warehouse in Melaka face when applying ABC analysis in their layout planning? And third, what are the benefits companies can gain by optimizing their warehouse layout using this method? To address these questions, I set three research objectives. The first is to identify the factors that influence warehouse layout optimization using ABC analysis. The second is to explore the challenges that companies face when implementing approach. And the third objective is to evaluate the benefits that result from optimizing warehouse layout through ABC analysis, particularly in terms of efficiency, space usage, and cost reduction. This study is focused on companies in Melaka from different sectors like logistics, retail, and manufacturing and involve warehouse workers. It explores how ABC analysis affect layout and warehouse performance. However, there are a few limitations such as convenient sampling may limit accuracy. The study is restricted to one state and I only use questionnaire due to time and access constraint, which means the depth of insight might be limited. ABC analysis is based on the Pareto principle, where a small portion of item account for the larger share of inventory value. It divides stock into three categories. Category A includes high value, fast moving item. This made up about 10 to 20% of total stock but contribute up to 80% of value. They require tight control, secure storage, and accurate forecasting. Category B items is moderate in both value and quantity, and they are usually managed through periodic review to balance cost and efficiency. For category C, it includes the bulk of inventory and it has low value items like bowl and glove. They form over half of the stock but have minimal impact on total value, so they are stocked in bulk and monitored less often. This is the theoretical framework for my study. It shows how four independent variables, which is ABC classification, storage placement, layout optimization, and warehouse layout, are expected to influence the dependent variable, which is warehouse performance. Each element plays a role in improving efficiency, space use, and operational flow. This framework guides the development of my hypothesis and the structure of my research. These are the four hypotheses developed based on my theoretical framework. Each one tests the impact of a different aspect of ABC analysis and layout planning on specific area of warehouse performance. The goal is to identify which components have the strongest influence on improving efficiency, space usage, and accuracy in warehouse operation. This research designed to outline the overall strategy used to answer the research questions and achieve the objective. It covers where and how I will collect the data, how it will be analyzed, and address key ethical issues. It also acknowledges limitations such as time, cost, and access to the data. Most importantly, it shows that each part of this research has been carefully planned with clear direction. For this study, I choose the quantitative method to test the relationship between variables like ABC classifications and warehouse performance. I will collect the data using structured questionnaires, allowing the consistent measurements and statistical analysis. This is a cross-sectional study, meaning the data will be collected at one point in time over a 6-month period from companies involved in warehouse operational in Malacca. This study used both primary and secondary data for a complete and accurate analysis. Primary data was collected using structured questionnaire distributed to warehouse workers in Malacca. Secondary data was used to support the literature review, including sources like journal and report. The questionnaire was built using elements from the Technology Organizational Environment (TOE), Technology Acceptance Model (TAM), and Dillon and McLean (D&M) models, and distributed using Google Forms for accessibility. It used a 5-point Likert scale to measure responses clearly and consistently. For this study, I used SPSS to analyze the questionnaires data. First, I applied descriptive analysis to summarize responses using average and standard deviations. Then, I used the Pearson correlation to check the strength and directions of the relationship between variables like ABC classification and warehouse performance. Lastly, I conduct regression analysis to test how much each independent variable such as layout optimization and storage placement affect the dependent variable, which is warehouse performance. To ensure the quality of my data, I evaluate both reliability and validity. Reliability was tested using Cronbach Alpha, where a value above 0.7 shows strong internal consistency among questionnaire items. For validity, I developed the question based on 3 trusted frameworks: Technology Acceptance Model (TAM), Technology Organizations Environment (TOE), and Dillon and McLean model (D&M model) to make sure they accurately reflected the research topic. This helps ensure that the results are both consistent and meaningful. The location I choose for this research is Batu Berendam, Melaka because it has a high number of warehouse. This makes it easier to reach the right respondent, which is a warehouse worker. My target population is warehouse worker in Batu Berendam, Melaka, especially in the free trade zone. Based on Krejci and Morgan sample size table, a population of 280 require a sample of 162 respondents. I use convenience sample because it allows me to reach available participants more quickly and practically within the time limit of the study. That's all from me. Thank you.